inside M&T Bank Stadium. Next here on YouTube TV Network. But first, we got to make sure that it's the 10-minute quarters and it's 6:30 p.m. Now it is 87 degrees here with a chance of rain, so we will have a light rain shower here in Baltimore, Maryland. The first playoff game for the NFL Summer League playoffs. The Ravens 9-1 during the regular season. The Colts 8-2 during the regular season. As we're going to step inside M&T Bank Stadium, Kyle Allen and the Baltimore Ravens, the defending AFC champions from last season, made it all the way to the national championship after trailing 35-7 to Dak Prescott on the road. They came back, got the win, moved on to the national championship, and unfortunately fell to the Detroit Lions 35-29 in overtime. Danny Amendola caught his last career touchdown reception in the NFL, and it was a toe drag for a wild score and another Lions national championship title. That was their third in a row. They'll be trying to win their fourth in a row this season. Or will somebody else spoil their plans at a fourth championship in a row? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's getting these playoffs underway. So today, we got the Colts and Ravens right here on YouTube TV Network. And then at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a NFC wildcard playoff game between the 9-1 Eagles and the 8-2 Saints. And then tomorrow, there's a 4:30 p.m. game on here, and I believe a 3:30 as well. Sunday, there's a 4:45 on here, and then 8 p.m. on the other channel. So before we get started here, let's tell you your playoff teams. Well, with the first round bye for the AFC is the Houston Texans. Dak Prescott and the Texans. Perfect season, 9-1. They get the first round bye, so they don't have to play until the divisional round. But the other AFC playoff teams are the Colts, Ravens, Jaguars, Steelers, Browns, and Chiefs. And now we move to the NFC, getting the first round bye for the NFC. Another perfect season for Detroit, 10-0 during the regular season. They lock up the first round bye as well. And then their other NFC playoff teams are the Eagles and Saints, Cardinals and Falcons, Giants and 49ers, and the Niners, for the first time in Summer League history, are in the playoffs. We mentioned they went 0-4 to start the season in 2022. Then they won their last 6 games, unfortunately coming up short of the playoffs. Well, this time they're in with an 8-2 record. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, was the answer there in San Francisco. Also, keep this in mind. The winner of this game will play Dak Prescott and the Texans in the divisional round. Will it be an AFC Championship rematch with potentially Kyle Allen and them knocking Dak Prescott out after one round? Or will Dak Prescott get his revenge? There's only one way to find out, and that's to kick this game off. But first, before we do that, the winner of the Eagles and Saints will play the Lions in the second round. So let's get this underway without further ado. Jake Elliott, the former Philadelphia Eagles kicker, kicks this one away, and we're underway. Now remember, Jake Elliott and Justin Tucker were traded. So Justin Tucker is now on the Eagles, Jake Elliott now on the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson switched places, and he is now on the Eagles. As we got Nick Foles getting ready to go out here. But first, we got to make sure we switch Tyler Huntley to Kyle Allen. Alright, let's go. So first down and 10 for the Colts. Their first ever playoff game in Summer League history. And they started with a run by Jonathan Taylor for a gain of 1. Second and 9. So this is it, the beginning of the road to the 5th annual national championship. And that game will be played at TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he stopped at the 47, 2nd down and 4. The road teams were pretty good here this season in the regular season. And they'll be hoping to continue that momentum as Nick Foles might be a little old, but he's going to run for it. And look at that yardage gained. First down and 10 from the opponent 42. Pass is caught. He's still on his feet. Fumble. Ball is out. That's going to be Baltimore's ball as he was not down. Bowser with the fumble reception. Another look to make sure. Yeah, he was not down before that ball came out. That is Baltimore's ball. And that is why they are your defending AFC championship, or champions championship. Mixing up our words already. As they're led out by Kyle Allen here. So that drive stalled out for Indianapolis. Quick pass over to Dunaway. And that's caught for a gain of 5. Second and 5. Quick pass to Dobbins, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 5. Another quick pass. Oh, it's intercepted. Moore the second with the pick. So now both teams on their first drive have turned this football over. It was a fumble last time for the Colts, and now this time it's an interception for Kyle Allen and his offense. And it will be an excellent field position as Jonathan Taylor couldn't run anyway with that and actually lost a yard. So it was Pierce that Foles was trying to get it to and actually did get it to. He broke one tackle, and then the hit on the other jarred the ball free, and it was a fumble which resulted in a Baltimore's ball. However, they intercepted Kyle Allen, but they're going to waste this excellent field position. It's a huge threat as it's 3rd down and 11, making a grab for it, and it's picked off. Peters with the interception. None of these teams want to lose to each other. But however, this game cannot end in a tie either. Somebody is going to have to lose. Mark Andrews, the tight end with the catch, gets the first down out to the 16-yard line. The Texans are waiting to see if they will rematch against the Ravens or if... And he's gone to the 39-yard line, but they're looking to see if they're going to rematch against the Ravens or if Indianapolis will upset the Ravens. Fun fact for you, the Texans and Colts are in the same division. 30, 20, 10, 5. Goodbye, Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. And finally, a drive where it's a scoring drive for one of these teams. That's a really nice pass by Kyle Allen there. You see him catch it, and because of the 2 good blocks by his teammates, he's gone. So Jake Elliott on to attempt the 32-yard extra point. And that kick is up and good, and it's 7-0 Baltimore. Okay, so Nick Foles, his offense has turned the ball over 2 times on 2 drives. What do you do here? I think you try to match what you just saw there. Get a touchdown. You're going to start with the ball at your own 31, so a touchdown is where it's going to be. Foles fires. He's got Campbell. And Campbell is inside the 30 into enemy territory. Incomplete, intended for Pierce. He has not completed a pass to him yet. Because the first was a fumble. Foles is going to keep this for himself, fighting for the extra yards. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Here's Jonathan Taylor fighting for it. And it's 4th and inches. Fourth and inches, they're going to go for it, but I think I know what they're trying here. And the QB sneak for the first down. They get it, so the ball will continue to be theirs in the red zone. Incomplete. He can't get a pass to go completed to Pierce. Jonathan Taylor with a nice rush there to the 15, 3rd down and 7. Well, you come all this way, you'd hate to see it end in a field goal, but if you can't get the first down here, you're going to have to take points because this is a playoff game. You cannot afford to not get any points. That's incomplete. What was that coverage? Regardless, McLaughlin will be on the field to attempt a 32-yard kick. And it is up and good, so Indianapolis gets on the board with a field goal, and the Ravens continue to lead this one 7-3. And they're going to get the ball back here as Sanchez to kick this one away. So Kyle Allen back to work. Him and his team got the touchdown on the last drive. Be hoping to do that again. Meanwhile, tall pass intercepted. Blackman somehow comes away with it. And it's 1st and 10, Indianapolis at the opponent 25. Incomplete for Pierce. This time it's a flag, though. That is defensive PI, as to be expected. So that moves it 1st and goal to the opponent 5. They should score a touchdown here. They do. Campbell catches it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And with that, Indianapolis takes the lead here. McLaughlin on to attempt the extra point. Last time out, he attempted an extra point. Technically, it was just worth 3 points. Both from 32 yards, and that kick is good. Took 9 seconds on that drive. And now Sanchez to kick this one away again. Hurdles one defender and his body slammed to the turf. Allen Allen fires. He's got Andrews as tight end for a first down. Firing for Andrews again, incomplete that time. Allen has to throw it to get away from the defender, and it's going to be 3rd and 6. Gain of 4 on that completion. Oh, incomplete. And this will result in a punt for Baltimore with less than 60 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And Stout boots that one in the away, and Indianapolis will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29. So they got the lead. They have a chance to extend the lead here, forcing the Ravens to punt, intercepting them, and scoring a touchdown on that last drive. And Jonathan Taylor gets a few extra yards. And Foles is going to be sacked that time. There was no escaping that. And that will end the first quarter. So after one, Colts on the road leading at 10-7 here in Baltimore, with a good chance to extend the lead. But it's 3rd down and 13, so they're going to have to get something going here to at least... And if they have to go for it on 4th, they at least want to make it reasonable. And there, oh, it was almost caught by Campbell. And this will result in a Indianapolis punt. And didn't get to return it anywhere as he's quickly brought down. Allen looking, launches one for OBJ, and it is hauled in and complete. Oh no, that's not OBJ. Sending one to the end zone, caught, touchdown! Ravens back in the lead. Duniray. Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Kyle Allen leads his team down the field and scores a touchdown, taking advantage of forcing the Colts to punt, when the Colts had an excellent chance to drive it down the field and make it a 10-point game. Indianapolis throws and it's intercepted. Matt Ryan picked off and turns the ball over again in this game. And Kyle Allen is sacked that time. 2nd and 22. Oh, what? It's a fumble. And Duniray gets him, but not before he's inside the 10. Pay with the fumble reception, and I'm not even sure why that was a fumble, or let alone why Kyle would throw the ball like that. But it is. And it's 1st and goal, Indianapolis, with a good chance for them to score. And Allie Cox gets a yard on that play. And brings up 2nd and goal. Foles hands off to Taylor. He tries to fight for extra yards, only gets 2 though. 3rd and goal. And a sack that time. Bowser with the sack. And you're going to have to take points when you can get them. So yeah, they're going to go for it here. Try and get this touchdown. And it's not going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a sack. And that's a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 at their own 21 for Baltimore. Doonervay makes the catch. And it's 2nd and 2. Incomplete, flag on the play. Defensive PI. I'm not sure I agree with that though, because he wasn't going to catch that anyway. But it is a penalty, so. Oh, I'm not liking where that's going. Oh, it went right to the receiver, but it's knocked away. I thought for sure that was going to be intercepted by Gilmore, though. Allen's going to use his legs. Fires, pass. Oh, it's knocked out! And Indianapolis comes away with it. And it's 2nd and 1 after Woods makes the catch. Incomplete. Pierce just cannot catch a single pass from Nick Foles. Third down and 1. Foles fires. Pittman makes the catch. Neither one. Foles has to throw to avoid the sack. Fires incomplete for Pierce. Foles is going to use his legs. Fighting for that first down, is not going to get it though. Quick pass caught by Allie Cox. Gain of 10. And it's a first down and 10. The Colts have a really good chance to try to get this lead before half. But it's 2nd and 10, as that is a sack, but it happened at the line of scrimmage, so it's not that big of a sack. Foles fighting with them for those extra yards. He really wants this touchdown, and you can't blame him. I mean, they were leading the game, had a good chance to extend it, failed, and the Ravens retook the lead. And now Jonathan Taylor can't run to save his life. They're going to go for it again, despite turning it over on downs last time. Intercepted! And the defending AFC champions probably should be leading by at least more than a score right now. He's sending it for Dobbins, and that's incomplete. 2-minute warning. So Indianapolis will not have a chance to get the lead going into half. Unless if they force Baltimore to a turnover. 3rd down and 6. Quick pass going for Dunave. He's got the first. Indianapolis uses a timeout, and that's kind of smart because you want to, if you get like a pick or something, you want to leave yourself enough time to potentially take it the other way for 6. Another quick pass. 2nd and 6 again. Throws it under pressure, incomplete. Third and 6. Indianapolis can get this back. Incomplete, broken up. And now Baltimore is deciding to go for it. 4th and 6. Oh, it's a fumble. Indianapolis takes over. Kyle Allen was going to get the first down, too. But the Ravens probably shouldn't really be that scared because they know that the Colts have been failing a lot with the football after getting turnovers, and they almost threw another turnover there. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10, and this time you gotta take the field goal if you don't get the touchdown. Or the first down. And they get the first down, and what a hit there. The Colts really would like to lead at half. Will Pierce catch it this time? No, he won't. Pierce cannot catch a football to save his life. Allie Cox gets the football inside the 10, and I would imagine if they don't get this here. And they do! What a touchdown pass from Matt Ryan, so used to saying Matt Ryan. What a touchdown pass from Foles with 10 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. And the extra point is good. It's a 3-point lead for Indianapolis. 6 plays, 34 yards. 72 seconds it took for the Colts to finally get that touchdown. Now there's still 10 seconds. Could Baltimore get the ball into the end zone? Here's Hill. Knocked out at the 44, 5 seconds. Allen looking, heaves it. It's incomplete, and the Colts will take a 3-point lead heading into the half. Here in the first playoff game of the 2023 Summer League season for the NFL. Let's take a look at your first half stats. Ravens have more passing yards, but it's 45 rushing yards for the Colts. And a few takeaways there. Look at this. That's a nice throw to Mark Andrews for the first touchdown of the game. And we're ready to start the third quarter of play now. So Sanchez is going to kick this one away. And the second half is underway with Indianapolis in the lead by 3. And they return it to their own 37, and that is where Kyle Allen will take over 1st and 10. That is caught by Duvernay. And it's 2nd and 2. Here's the thing about beating the defending AFC champions. Dak Prescott was doing it in the AFC Championship last season. But, however, as that's a 1st down and 10, that's caught in bounds before he goes out of bounds. However, he failed to realize that Kyle Allen is still a really great quarterback, regardless if he has to come from behind or not. So, here's how you beat Kyle Allen and the Ravens. You make sure Kyle does not rush like that defender just did. You make sure the ball is not in his hands. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. You don't let Dobbins run anywhere either. And you don't let Duvernay and Andrews get hands on it. Deep pass. And that is caught and moves this drive to the 10-yard line. So you can't get the 1st down without scoring the touchdown here. As here's Kyle Allen. He fumbled the ball. Payne is on it. And Indianapolis with another fumble. You'd think with all these turnovers they've forced Baltimore too, they'd have a big lead, but they're still pretty much up there in the turnovers themselves. 4 turnovers for Indianapolis. Honestly, I would run it a couple plays here, at least to get the 1st down and to get it away from the end zone. Then I would start some passing plays. Jonathan Taylor gets the 1st down. You can probably do some passing plays now. Foles, 1st and 10 from his own 16. Intercepted. And I'm not sure what Pierce was doing, but that coach is going to not be very happy. Allen's just going to heave it to Mark Andrews here, who's going to turn a potential bad play into a good play. Another short pass to avoid the rush. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6. You see Allen kind of taking it easy too, because he knows his team is leading in the turnovers right now. And it's a 1st down and 10 for Baltimore. That's caught. Andrews. He's going to get wrapped up at the 19. With as well as Baltimore is playing, despite the turnovers, if I was Dak Prescott and the Texans, I'd be scared, but there's a sack right there. Because if the Ravens win this game, it's not just playing the Ravens in a playoff game. You are playing the team that came from behind when they were down 35-7 in that game and beat you on the road last season. Looking to do it again on the road, as that is incomplete. So it looks like it's going to be a 46-yard attempt for Jake Elliott to try to tie this game up with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And that is our first score of the third quarter, believe it or not. So both teams tied at 17. Here in the third quarter of play, almost over. And it's a tied game. Flowers on the return here for Indianapolis. Driven to the turf at his own 30. Foles has to fire. What is his offense doing? As Humphrey comes down with an interception. Dobbins trying to spin out of a tackle. What is that, Madden? Honestly, bro. Duvernay has room to run. Gets the first down at least. And knocked down by Franklin. Caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his second of the game. And they're going to go up by 7. And they have retaken the lead. That's the thing about Indianapolis. They're kind of good at giving up the lead when they get it. And you can't be doing that in the playoffs. Especially because it's making your 8-2 season look bad. Heaves it, and Pittman, there is no reason Pittman should have not caught that. I mean, come on now. He was that close to it, didn't even try to reach out and grab it. Short pass to Allie Cox. Gain of 2, 3rd and 8. This time, Pierce finally catches one, but he stopped 4 yards shy of the first. And question is, do you go for it here, or do you punt the ball? I say you take the risk and go for it, because, I mean, you're down 7, and you could potentially go down another touchdown. If you don't get it, which they're not going to, he's going to be sacked. But go for it because, I mean, it could determine this game later on, really. And Allen was not ready for that rush, and he's quickly brought down before he can even take that ball anywhere. 2nd and 14, they're out of field goal range. Actually, kind of not out of field goal range yet. Allen has to throw to avoid the pressure. Gilmore tips and intercepts it. From his own 40-yard line to the opponent 12. 10 seconds remain in the third. And the Colts have a chance to say hello, Ravens, and tie the game back up. Foles still on his feet. They call the timeout. Smart move, smart move. Call the timeout. Try to score here because you don't want to not score here and risk losing this in the fourth quarter. Incomplete. Good coverage there. And unfortunately, they're not going to score here, so that's going to be the end of the third. Just a 7-point lead for Baltimore. Indianapolis trying to get in this game. Incomplete again, and they're not even running for the ball. Here's Foles. Firing, intercepted again. Incomplete. Good coverage there. A sack here for the Colts would give them 2 more points, and it'd be a 5-point game, and they would get the football too. And they're gonna put him under pressure and result in him throwing a pick. And these guys are just not very fast. They get the interception. How can they not run it back to the end zone when they're that wide open? That has me asking a ton of questions right there. Well, the turnovers have been equal in this game pretty much. Jonathan Taylor, fighting for the extra yards, gets a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and goal. Taylor fighting his way into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And you already know your receivers can't catch that well, so just take the extra point here and tie the game up instead of trying to go for 2. And this game is tied at 24. Hill on the return. He stopped at the 40. Excellent return there. And that's another thing about wanting to beat the Ravens. You can't allow them to get big returns like that. Quick pass to the right side of the field. He's got Andrews, who's knocked to the turf by Gilmore. 2nd and 2. Plenty of time to throw it. Gonna throw it to the right side of the field again, and he's knocked down, and he actually loses a yard. 3rd and 3. Allen fires. Tipped. Almost intercepted. But instead, 4th and 3, and that's going to result in the Ravens punting. Here's Stout on for just his 2nd punt this game. A wobbler there. And yikes. Not where you want to be at all. But that's a really good punt for the Ravens. That is caught by Pittman. What a heave. That's a gain of 40. From the 8-yard line to the 48. That was everybody was saying Dan Campbell had balls going for it, or faking a punt. Foles had balls throwing that deep down the field from that far away. Incomplete, land on the ground. That's what the Colts want it to do, is land on the ground and not in the defense's hands. Any points here will help the Colts, and then they can just try to run down the clock and keep Baltimore from scoring, and then they got this win. Nick Foles knows his team is only a few yards away from field goal range. Nice pass there. Pittman Jr. with the catch. That is definitely in field goal range now. And all all Indianapolis has to do is run down the clock. And nice throwaway there by Nick Foles. But that stops the clock too, so you got to keep that clock rolling, so I would hand it off to Jonathan Taylor here. Run as much time off this clock as you possibly can, even if you only get a couple yards. You can take a field goal and hold them. Probably not what you want. You probably want the touchdown, because then you know you're at least guaranteed an overtime, but incomplete, intended for Alley Cox. Okay, so you're going to leave 5:08 on the board. You're going to have to take the field goal here. So McLaughlin is on to attempt the field goal, and it is good. So now you just got to have another drive like that last drive on defense. You just got to stop them and keep them out of the end zone and force them to punt. If you can do that, then you got this win, and you will go play Dak Prescott and the Texans on the road next week and eliminate the defending AFC champions. Allen's going to fire a quick pass to the right, caught by Andrews. Gain of 2, though. Yeah, and you could potentially save yourself enough time to score another points, make it a 2-score game. But if you're going to do that, if you end up getting a field goal, either you hold them or you just going to have to go for the touchdown. And Andrews makes the catch. It's a 1st down and 10, so you got to hold them. You got to keep them from getting into field goal range to tie this game up, because that's all they need to do. And Allen's going to get brought down, and that will be good for the Colts, because it's a step closer to keeping them out of field goal range. And intercepted! You got to get plays like that also. I think the main task of the Colts here, run the clock down. That's caught. Pittman taken into field goal range. That's a step of running this clock down. Getting the ball as close as you can to field goal range. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. And it will. 27-24. Colts in the lead here in Baltimore. Preparing to upset the Ravens. Can they do it? Jonathan Taylor fighting for the extra yardage and getting it. The Ravens are trying to stop Jonathan Taylor, but now he's managing to run. And there might be another touchdown added to the Colts score. Taylor fighting. The Ravens calling a timeout here. They've got to. They got to give themselves a chance and enough time to get this ball back and hold them to no points. Taylor fighting his way in. Another timeout called by the Ravens, and he did not get in, by the way, so it's not a touchdown. But Matt Ryan doesn't get in either. And the final timeout called by the Ravens here. And they send the field goal unit out to attempt the 17-yard attempt to make this a 6-point game, and they do it. However, since the Colts did not score a touchdown, they have no timeouts, but the Ravens just need a touchdown and extra point to win this thing, and they got 37 seconds to do it. And they get out of bounds. The clock was going to stop anyway. Sending it. It's caught. Oh, they ran out of time. They should have called hurry up offense. And the Colts upset the Ravens on the road and take down the defending AFC champions. Welcome to Houston. Because that's where you're going next week, Indy. They beat the Ravens by 6 on the road. The Colts did everything right. They made sure that Kyle Allen did not have enough time to put the ball, or timeouts, to put the ball in the end zone. Had he put the ball in the end zone, all they needed to do was make the extra point, and they would have won this game. Instead, Indy is heading to Houston next week, actually Wednesday night, to take on the Texans. And Texans fans, you can breathe a little because the defending AFC champions are no longer this season. A perfect 9-1 season ends in sadness for the Ravens as they lose to the 8-2 Colts, and Nick Foles. Not that great throwing the football tonight, but despite that, still threw for 249 yards and 2 touchdowns. And very unfortunate if you're a Ravens fan, but you'll have to try again next season. And with that, we say so long. We will see you later tonight, actually technically tomorrow morning, after GTA 5 on Patrol Live for the Eagles and Saints game. Until then, so long, everybody.